Sales is probably one of the most challenging things that we have as business owners. A lot of us didn't get into business to sell, per se. We are not a salesperson. That is not our job. Our job is the thing that we offer. And it gets us hung up all the time. And the sales archetypes is something that I created to help people understand what is your unique strengths that has you focus on the right activities in the right spaces to position yourself with confidence and to organically build relationships that lead to customers. And one of them is called educator. You, my friend, I can pretty much tell you're an educator.
Thank you, I like to.
That's my dominant type. We educators are very comfortable in a room, but we're also really good at meeting lots of people and forget to do anything about it. So there are strengths and weaknesses for all of us, and so that's what we understand. So knowing exactly what to do next. So for us educators, the thing that helps is like to have a plan. No is like go in, meet. I tell this for everybody though. Go in, meet a couple key people. You're like, ooh, I love that conversation. We got along. Ooh, that person seemed like I love to work with them. And then know exactly what to do next. A relationship is about multiple interactions, and sales is relationship building. So what does your relationship building process look like?
We're gonna have lots of opportunities for you to really strengthen your networking skills. Many of us have never really been told how to network well, or even what makes networking feel good or not feel good. At the core of networking is relationship building. That's what you're doing. And all of you are good at that. You're good at building relationships. So I want you to remember that. You have friends, you have people that you get along with, you're already good at this. You gotta build know, like, and trust. You gotta build know, like, and trust. Nobody tells you what that means and how to do it. Getting to know somebody, you're doing this right now. Like somebody, that's kind of subjective. But trust somebody? What is trust? What we want it to be is something that's a formula. Meet somebody X amount of times, do this sort of thing, X, Y, Z, and ta-da! I trust you and you trust me. But trust is not a logical thing, it is an emotional thing. And when we're networking, when things get weird, it's usually because somebody's trying to coerce or force or make something happen that you don't want to happen, or you're not ready for it. The most obvious example of this is when someone walks up and says, how you doing today? My name's Bethany. My business is the Follow Up Boss. If you ever need sales coaching, I'm here for you. She doesn't really know me. Does she like me? Probably not anymore. And is she gonna trust me to not pitch her and her friends anytime I run into her? We know what trust doesn't look like, but we don't always know what it should look like. Relationships are about balance, and when you are building trust, you have to connect both personally, time, experience, recognition, and as your business or as the company you represent. They are two sides of the same coin, but they are not the same thing. And that both of them have to build trust. It's tipped to one side. Something's happened. That's fine in the initial part of a relationship. Those like easy conversational things. And that's what a lot of us here do. We do a lot of those things. But do we ever feel like you're struggling to get business out of those connections? Because what you didn't do was, hey, I'm having this event I'm speaking at, you should come. Here's some resources that might help your business. Here's something you spoke about when we had coffee that I think might help you. To kick this off, our first exercise, you got 30 seconds each. But what I want you to do is something fun. Because at the core of trust, like I said, is emotion. And one of the greatest ways to build an emotional connection with somebody is fun, is silliness, is laughter. So the people at your table that you don't know, that didn't know before, do you feel like you kind of know a little bit about them? Like there's an emotional connection. You have already started the trust process. Sales differently. So marketing is messaging you put out into the world in some way that people react to and come to you. Sales is when you are having a direct conversation with somebody. So those up here on the higher education side much prefer to have people react and come to us. Those on the solver side generally are more aware of like what they can do for people, and they're like, this is what I do. And they'll tell people directly, especially if you're over here on the solver leader side. You'll be very direct. You know, you can look at a complete stranger, maybe I'm gonna look at you for a second, just as an example. You might look at someone's numbers and be like, you need this.